afternoon, good morning, Dad Spency sees it. It's merely 108 degrees outside. Heading to my meeting. I'm so grateful for Robert Swarsky, who let me borrow his car here. It's not my car. Because at 108 degrees, riding a yellow bike is, it's just miserable. In order to ride my Goldwing, even with the wind chill and this temperature, I have to put on 2 or 3 layers of clothes, sweats, long sleeves, and then soak down. And in 20 minutes, by the time I get to my meeting, I'll be bone dry. And probably lost a half liter of moisture out of from just breathing. However, I will take Arizona's dry heat over humidity any day. Spence does not do well in high heat and humidity. When I was 13, my mom, my mom and my sister, she got a Greyhound Trailways bus pass for 30 days. Anyways, we left Salt Lake on a bus and we went to Denver, Colorado. We went all the way up to Chicago, the museums, New York, Niagara Falls, all the way down Boston, Philadelphia, all the way down the East Coast, down to Florida, and then all the way back home to Arizona. And at 13, it was doable. At any other age, I don't think so. Met a lot of interesting people, and I was only 13 years old. Had no idea how big this country is, or how diverse it is. Lots of different worlds. You know, I am my mom. I am my, my parents. I'm their values. Yeah, my parents would be locked up for child endangerment because I didn't need a babysitter. I think I quit getting babysitters at 6 or 7. I always thought we were broke, and I'm like, I couldn't. Why are you paying the neighbor girl to come over and watch me? I don't need to be watched. I can watch my sister. I've been doing it all my life. Can't have that today. Oh, no, no. Well, guess what? I survived. My sister survived. And we're both damn independent. And successful in our own ways. My sister is a CFO. She used to be a CFO for 14 different, who knows, multi-$100 million properties, $1 billion properties, who knows. And she is like my father. She's a very good provider. But when you're at that level of responsibility, at that level of money, there ain't no other time. I mean, it's just work, work, work. They pay you well. Hopefully don't underpay you. But it's your life. You're sacrificing your life, your time for currency, for money. Now, my little niece, I have a feeling her law school will be paid for. I think my niece really would like to have her mom around for another couple of decades. And the only person that can take care of that would be my sister. We've all been morbid obese dispensers, especially our parents. Mom died of a heart attack. My dad had a heart attack. I was morbid obese for, I don't know, 10, 15 years. My dad's brother, I think he was over 550 pounds. Miss Jack, I like Jack. Jack had a boil or a cyst on his thigh, and it got infected and turned out to be gangrene. That was another long trip up to Idaho, an unwanted one. We all die, and most people are afraid of that. I don't know, I've experienced it so much. I don't fear it. I have no worries, I have no fears. As long as I'm not in physical pain, emotional pain, spiritual pain. Although pain is the touchstone to all spiritual growth. Pain's what brought me in the rooms. And fear. Spency don't like being locked up in a cage. Especially when he's not guilty. Especially when a certain sergeant makes up the charge because he's blacked out. The blacked out mind doesn't know what it does. That should scare people. They say 200 million people in this country admit to drinking alcohol. Admit. It's a lot of intoxicated, functioning alcoholics. When I say drunk, I mean your blood alcohol is like 0.2, 0.3. By law, legal limit, way above. Just because your body learns to function at a 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, it survives on that toxicity. It does not mean you are not impaired and that you aren't drunk by legal definition. Blackout drunks, they drive, they carry on conversations, they do it for decades. Where did 5 years go? Where did 10 years go? And a lot of them never have an accident, never hurt somebody. Until they do. Until they do. When you're sworn officer to uphold the law, and then policy has you arresting homeless people, that weighs on your mind. You come to an accident and you see what happens when drunk drivers kill people. And then you end up drinking to suppress those memories. It never works. You always will need more. It's a progressive disease. And it's all medical documented. I mean, humans been drinking alcohol since the beginning of time. So most of our stresses today are all made, self-made, or imposed. It's taken 60 years, but in this moment, in this breath, I'm always okay. Even when I'm in pain, because the pain always passes. And thank God for fear. Thank God for healthy pain. It's when you try to suppress the pain and you don't face it that the troubles begin. There's nothing wrong with wanting to escape, having a drink, carcinogenic. There's no good, safe amount. But hell, sobriety, you know, it's, especially the early sobriety, it sucks. I'm driving 20 miles because this is my home group. There's also 2 miles down the street. From where I grew up. There's something going on up here. Oh, thank you, sir. And I just got let in. Thank you. Thank you. And I even gave him a thumbs up and a wave, because in today, it seems rare when somebody lets someone in. No longer a speed freak anymore. You know, it was great when you're young and dumb. We're all on the same planet, and you ain't gonna get anywhere quick anyways. 5 million people in Maricopa. When we came here, I think there was only 2 years. I was 2 years old. I think there was 1 million in the entire state. I'm sitting at Scottsdale and Shea. When we moved to Scottsdale, I was, I think, 12, 6th grade. There was 4 gas stations here. This was a single lane road. Behind me, Shea, was a dirt road at the 101 we just got off of. No grocery stores. No nothing. Nickstown was carefree. And Rawhide, my friend's father. God rest his soul, owned giant gas stations. But they bought Rawhide. Corporate takeover. What happens when you make bad decisions? Well, the board votes you out, and 1 minute you're worth $500 million, and the next minute you own nothing. The board wasn't wrong. The board had there's always greed behind that stuff, but by law, you know, it's about the investors. Should have never bought Rawhide. That was a stupid decision. Kept your son out of the business. Sons out of the business. Would have been a good decision. Oh my God! Random thoughts that are never random. And then again, you know, this is my town. You know, I grew up here. Herb Drinkwater, our famous mayor. He lived right down the street. God, I miss Herbie. He was a great mayor. He was a great man. I didn't like it when he shut down the... We had a video game place or whatever, where we played video games and had a snack bar. Anyways, this is where we all hung out, smoked pot, and played video games after school. And my friend's father, Scotty, my best friend, his dad found out. And so he went over to Herb's, knocked on the door, and said, "Herb, we got a problem. Kids are over there at the place, and they're playing video games and smoking pot." Red light. Oh God, I just about got hit. Somebody in a hurry. A big hurry. That used to be me. Anyways, he tells Herbie, the mayor, we got a problem. And you know what? 2 weeks later, their business license was revoked, and we're still smoking pot, but we had nowhere to go play video games. Can't remember the name of it. But you know, that's really how that's still politics. That's exactly how it works today. It's no freaking different. That sucked. I missed that video place. Name will come to me sometime. I got a good memory. Anyways, I'm just about, wow, there's like no traffic on Shea right now. I'm like loving this at the moment. It's bringing, because this can be backed up for miles. When you don't have much, but you're rich in memories, you learn to appreciate things. Anyways, that's thoughts for now. Have a great day.